he was underutilized objectively, and now you have a guy who values the run game, and I think would love to have somebody like David Montgomery on the roster. In your opinion, how does this hire kind of impact David Montgomery's future, if at all?
Man, watching some of those Connor runs today and just the way he moves, the way he makes defenders miss in tight quarters, the way he sees it but doesn't have maybe elite athleticism and he makes up for it with all the other stuff. It was like watching David Montgomery at his best and thinking, yeah, this works. Like if the Lions can present David Montgomery a plan where they can fix the way they messed up the rotation last year, I would absolutely love to kind of see this run back, because I think Petzing's offense, his blocking schemes, his run designs fit really, really well with what Dave Montgomery does. Anything fits Gibbs, right? Like the guy can run inside, can run outside, has speed, receiving ability, but like Montgomery could flourish again if that bridge can be repaired.
Yeah, I don't know what those end of the year exit interviews look like, but I would imagine there's probably some smoothing out to be done with Montgomery. But just because he wasn't happy with his role, I think it was pretty clear to anyone that was paying attention, whether it's the cryptic social media, Instagram posts, or whatever. Like, it didn't seem like he was very happy with that role. And it was diminished. And they obviously drafted Jahmyr Gibbs 12th overall for reasons, because they think that he can be a star and the bell cow running back. But I don't think that means you have to eliminate David Montgomery from this offense. If he does request a trade, then that's a different conversation. To my knowledge, he hasn't yet. If that comes, then I guess you deal with it. But if you can smooth this over, you want David Montgomery on your team. He makes this offense better, in my opinion. I think he had close to a career high in yards per carry this year, if not a career high. He still does so much in the downhill run game, and if that's what they're trying to get back to. And I bring this up because Al Karsten, football guy Al on Twitter, good friend.
Yeah, love football guy Al.
He came to Dog and Pony to watch our last show.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's a big supporter of the show. He tweeted this out not too long ago. 124 Arizona Cardinals run type rate, excluding scrambles and sneaks. I think they were first in power rate at 22.6%. They're second in the NFL in 2024 in duo and man at 27.2%. So I think those types of runs obviously benefit a guy like David Montgomery. So if you want to keep him and say, hey, man, we're sorry for how that went. We don't want to, please, baby, bring me back. It's like a boyfriend kind of pleading to keep his girlfriend after cheating on him. But, I think if you tell him you're going to smooth things over and you show him what Petzing does and what his offense is going to look like, he might say, okay, I like this vision that you have for me. Let's keep this rolling. I think that's probably the best way to approach it. And that's probably what I would say to Demo if you're trying to keep him around. If you want to trade him, then that's a different discussion. But I think this offense could really benefit him.
Yeah,
it's...
No, go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
No, you got it, Jeff.
No, go. I thought you guys were done.
I was going to say, this is a David Montgomery question more than a Lions question. I think, you read the tea leaves here, and pretty clearly the Lions would like to keep Montgomery while also re-expanding his role, but Montgomery isn't coming back to play that role, and he would prefer a change of scenery if that's going to continue. So you need to ensure him that they can re-implement him into this offense the way he was being used in 2024. He doesn't need the carries he was getting in 2023, 15 a game, but if he can be around 11 or 12 a game and it's 13 to 14 touches a game, I think that's something that he would be amenable to. I don't want to speak for him, but that's the role he lost this year. And that's why, it feels like he's seeking a change of scenery. I'll say this, now that Petzing is in place, I felt even before this hire that the biggest question the Lions had to answer this offseason was who's playing center in 2026. And I feel more strongly about that now than ever, just because this run scheme and this overall offensive design is going to put so much on the center's plate before the snap and on the center's shoulders after the snap. And you need to have someone that can lessen the burden on Jared before the snap and can get to those second level blocks after it. And I don't know who that guy is. I would call Arizona and ask about their center, Yelda Froholt. I know he's under contract through next season, but with a new head coach there and maybe a new offensive scheme, if they're looking to compile some draft picks, that's a guy that could come in and fill that role for a year. And maybe you draft his successor this year. There are other scenarios around the league that kind of make similar sense to Froholt, but dude, they need in my opinion, a stable veteran proven center in 2026. Like, I would be much more comfortable if Decker steps away with a highly drafted rookie at left tackle and a veteran at center than vice versa.